Welcome to the channel. I'm the Scottish Astrologer, and in this video I want to talk about the 540 Doors of Valhalla and how it relates to the Kali Yuga. Now, to begin with, for those who don't know, Valhalla is, according to the literal interpretations of Norse mythology, Valhalla is the great hall of the god Odin, and is also apparently where all the greatest warriors are taken by Odin on their death, where these warriors battle, die, come back to life, and feast together each night forever. Well, until what is known as Ragnarok, which I will talk a bit about later in this video. Now, this great hall called Valhalla is said to be located in Asgard, which is the world of the gods, directly above Midgard, which is Earth and the world of men. And this is according to the very old pre-Christian religion of the Scandinavian peoples, which is known as Norse paganism. And all the stories are from Norse mythology as it's known. So, Valhalla is said to have 540 doors, and through each of these doors can fit exactly 800 warriors, shoulder to shoulder. Now, to me, the sagas are, Norse mythology even, to me, Norse mythology is encouraging us to do a particular math sum here, which would be 540 times 800, which comes to exactly 432,000, which is exactly the length of time in years said to be contained within what is known as the Kali Yuga. Now, the Kali Yuga, according to Hinduism, is the fourth and worst of the four yugas, or world ages, okay? And it is said to be an age of quarrel or contention, an age of discord and strife, and it is said to be this current world age we are currently in now, an age full of conflict and sin. And according to Puranic sources, the start of the Kali Yuga, which again lasts for 432,000 years, was marked by the departure of Krishna, which is said to have happened roughly 5,122 years ago. And so the Kali Yuga still has roughly 426,878 years remaining. Now, these ages are obviously much larger and are different ages from the 12 zodiacal ages caused by the precession of the equinoxes over an approximate rough 25,000 year period. So these world ages are different from the zodiacal ages, which happen again over a 25,000 year period through the precession of the equinoxes. Those ages are more familiar, more common to most people, but in Hinduism and in the Puranic sources, the Purana, it talks about much larger ages of time, which are known again as the Yugas, the four world ages, and the Kali Yuga, again, which we are said to be in now, the worst of the four world ages, is said to last 432,000 years. So that's roughly 18 full precession of the equinoxes, okay, to get through these much bigger time periods. And again, the Kali Yuga, said to be this world age, is an age, again, always full of conflict, sin, quarrels, contention, strife and discord, which obviously varies in severity from time to time. And the last 70 years or so have probably been the least severe, okay? Although there has, of course, still been wars, etc. Now, the fact that the number from the encouraged math sum from Norse mythology comes to the exact length of the Kali Yuga from Puranic sources of Hinduism is intriguing, as it clearly links these two religions or even these two very old sources of information, being Norse mythology of the Scandinavians and the Puranas of the Indians. It clearly is linking these two old, very old pieces of information together. As again, the combined total of warriors being 800 that can come through each of the 540 doors of Valhalla, equaling to 432,000, again is the exact length of the Kali Yuga, our current world age, again age of conflict, sin, strife, quarrel and contention. And the fact that true Vikings or true warriors live for conflict, sin, strife, quarrel and contention undeniably links Valhalla and the Kali Yuga. Now, Valhalla is the warrior's heaven or hall of the slain, and the Kali Yuga is an age of, again, conflict, sin, strife, quarrel and contention, which sounds a lot like the heaven a true warrior would desire to be in, don't you agree? And by true warrior, I mean someone who truly loves to fight, as of course not every person in battle loves to fight or loves killing, etc. Some are just there out of pure duty. So when I speak of those true warriors who would love to reach a heaven such as Valhalla, I am talking about those who truly love fighting and live for fighting or live for conflict. Now, this warrior's heaven called Valhalla also has a time limit, as when what is known as Ragnarok occurs, nearly all the gods are said to die and Valhalla is no more, and Midgard, which is Earth, is totally reset through cataclysms, and only 2 humans remain according to the story of Ragnarok, which is like the end times or the story of the apocalypse. Now, when the Kali Yuga ends, just like when any of the 4 world ages end, there is said to be cataclysms, which resets the earth, and everything begins anew once again. But in each world age, the general consciousness, species, the earth itself is totally different compared to the other world ages. For example, the Yuga after the Kali Yuga is the Satya Yuga, which is the first and best of all the 4 world ages. It is sometimes referred to by some as the Golden Age. Now, Satya Yuga is the age of truth, in which humanity is said to be governed by gods. It's an age of morality and a time when humanity allows intrinsic goodness to rule supreme. And so, obviously, such a warrior heaven like Valhalla in this next world age will have no place whatsoever. And so the story of Ragnarok, putting an expiry date on Valhalla, is extraordinary when you know of the 4 world ages. So what is Valhalla truly when you know the clear links between Valhalla and our current world age, the Kali Yuga? To me, I feel that the promise of Valhalla, where you will feast, fight and die and come back to life continuously until Ragnarok comes, is the promise of reincarnation as a warrior of some kind once again within the Kali Yuga. So that's my belief. I truly believe that the promise of the warrior's heaven of Valhalla is the promise to be reincarnated within the Kali Yuga, again the world age, which totally corresponds with Valhalla and with what a warrior's heaven, what a warrior would desire their heaven to be like, full of quarrel, contention, strife. That's exactly what Valhalla is talking about. Fighting constantly, like dying, feasting, being reborn and doing it all over again constantly. It sounds just like reincarnation to me. But for those people who may be listening who truly do believe in Valhalla as a true heaven for warriors. I don't want to ruin that for you. And I would agree it's totally possible and highly likely, in fact, that if you truly believe when you die you will be going to Valhalla, as described literally, then when you do die and DMT is released in your brain, opening up a doorway, if you like, for your consciousness to travel through out of your body, and for some, not all, but for some who must be reincarnated, this door, in my opinion, takes you into a womb in the form of new life, waiting to be reborn. But somewhere during this process, okay, of reincarnation, of entering a new womb and waiting to be reborn, somewhere within this process, I believe your consciousness can and does go places and interact on the other side. And for those who desire what they imagine to be Valhalla, that's what they will get. I truly believe that. It's just my humble opinion. But again, I can't prove anything to any of you. But obviously, because we're talking about life after death, no one can give full evidence in regards to their beliefs on this. But again, I am only sharing my own thoughts on this subject. But what do you all think? Do you think Valhalla is truly a warrior's heaven as described literally, okay, in Norse mythology? Or do you believe that the encouraged mathsum of, in Norse mythology, them saying there's 540 doors in Valhalla, and then telling you that exactly 800 people can fit through each of these doors simultaneously? That's encouraging people reading that to do the mathsum, 540 times 800. And the fact that mathsum comes to exactly the length of the Kali Yuga, which again totally harmonizes with Valhalla, okay? Again, for the Kali Yuga being an age of quarrel, contention, strife, sin, conflict, exactly as what's described in Valhalla, basically. So I can't see that being a coincidence whatsoever. And that's why I truly believe that this encouraged mathsum is helping people to truly be able to work out what Valhalla truly is. Otherwise, there's no reason for that piece of information in Norse mythology about the 540 doors of Valhalla. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section. Do you believe in Valhalla as literal, or do you, like me, believe there is something more to it? Okay, something more logical, like it being the world age of the Kali Yuga itself. Okay folks, think that's all for this video. Huge thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the bell at the right hand side of the subscribe button. Till next time, take care.